I'm Clay Nestler of Johnson Controls. Large manufacturing companies have routinely made energy efficiency improvements to reduce costs, improve competitiveness, and protect the environment. For many of these manufacturers, the environmental footprint of their supply chain can be up to 5 times larger than their internal footprint. Unfortunately, the small and medium enterprise suppliers which serve them often do not have the resources or the expertise to identify and implement energy efficiency improvements. Our commitment with the American Council for an Energy Efficient Economy, the U.S. Department of Energy, and other leading efficiency organizations seeks to scale up a supplier efficiency pilot program where our company experts visit suppliers' plants and train their in-house teams on energy efficiency best practices. Over the next 3 years, we're committing to train an additional 60 small and medium enterprise suppliers. In addition, our commitment partners will help recruit and support at least 8 additional U.S. manufacturers who will each commit to train 30 of their suppliers. Collectively, our efforts will save more than 62 million kilowatt hours of electricity per year.
I'm Alex Chisholm of Skylab Learning. Of 33 industrialized countries surveyed by the International Office of Economic Cooperation and Development, the U.S. workforce ranks in the bottom third in basic skills regularly needed for employment. Community colleges and public programs provide important opportunities to educate and train those entering the workforce, but future workers often find it hard to gain access to or maintain regularly scheduled classes. Online learning tools can be helpful, but they come with their own access and digital literacy challenges. Today, Skylab Learning commits to providing our game-based training solutions to low-skilled workers for whom English is a second language. Over the next 3 years, through our app, we will offer industry-specific vocabulary and communication skills development for retail, home healthcare, food service, hospitality, and manufacturing pre-training to open economic opportunity to more than 1 million people.
I'm Ada Healy of Vulcan Real Estate. Recent studies by Washington State Department of Ecology indicate that a vast majority of all pollution entering Puget Sound is generated by humans and carried by urban and agricultural stormwater runoff. These pollutants harm the entire Puget Sound ecosystem, chiefly the watershed and marine health, including the Sound's salmon and oyster populations, and the commercial fishermen who depend on them for their livelihoods. To ensure that the inevitable development and redevelopment of urban areas in the region does not cause irreparable damage to the Sound's ecosystem, we're committing to pilot an environmental accreditation program for real estate developed by our partner, Salmon Safe. The program will align our real estate development practices with water quality protection and urban watershed recovery standards. Over the next 3 years, we will ensure that all Vulcan development projects in the Seattle region have net zero impact on the Puget Sound watershed.
Good afternoon. I'm Laurel Vermillion of the American Indian College Fund. American Indian families in the United States face limited access to high-quality early childhood education. That educational gap is widened by factors such as underfunded programming, outdated learning resources, and a lack of community-specific professional development training for teachers. Many tribal nations and communities across the country have expressed a desire for an educational system that both honors tribal culture and languages and fosters academic success. That is why we are partnering with Brazelton Touchpoint Center to deliver culturally relevant professional development for 150 early childhood educators. These trainings will take place in Michigan, New Mexico, and North Dakota, ultimately reaching 662 families across 6 tribal nations.
I'm Lincoln Stevens of the Marcus Graham Project. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, African Americans are the only minority group to have seen a decrease in their representation in the advertising, media, and marketing industry. At the current rate of hiring, our industry will not be on parity until the year 2079, that's 64 years from now. That's why today, we're partnering with PepsiCo, Microsoft, Beats by Dre, and Leo Burnett in making a Job One commitment to developing a stronger and more diverse workforce in our industry. Over the next 3 years, we will reach 500 students by scaling our flagship summer training program to at least 6 new markets, including Atlanta, Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. We will also launch a new year-long series of weekend workshops and monthly mini boot camps where students will master skills such as project management, digital marketing, content creation, media planning, and not being as nervous as I am right now.